Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. We welcome you all. We're glad to see you with us this evening. We'd like to begin our Kabbalat Shabbat service at this time. But before I do, I'd like to say how glad I am to see all of you with us here tonight. I'm glad we're all together. We're all together for our Kabbalat Shabbat and Mariv service, with the Shabbat dinner program to follow. We're going to invite you all now to please turn to page 13. Page 13 in your Sidurim, as Cantor Krasner leads us in the singing of Shalom Aleichem. Page 13.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Amachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Malachem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Amachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Nile Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Amachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Amachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Page 14, Yedid Nefesh.
Yedid Nefesh, Avarachaman, Mishov Adach Etzonach, Yarotza Edach Kemoayel, Yishtachaveh Emul Hadach, Yerav Lo Yedidutach, Minofetzu V'chotam, Adur Noeh, Ziv Olam, Natichol Atach, Ana Refana, Me'arola, Noam Zilach, Asichazer V'titrapeh, Ve'ayitalach Shimchat Olam, Vatik Yehemu Rachamecha, V'chusna Abein Ohava, Ki Zekam HaNichsov Yasaf, Lirov Niferet Uzdach, Anayli Machmal Libi, Chushana Yatit Olam, Yigaleina, Ufros Chaviv Alai, Etzukal Shelomach, Ta'ires Mikvadach, Nagila V'nis Mechabach, Maherahu Kivamoed, V'chaneini Kimei Olam. La 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, tila la la la, tila la la la, tila la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, tila la la la, tila la 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 la, tila la la la, tila la la la, tila la 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 la.
Friends, please rise on page 20 now. Cantor Krasner leads us in the singing of Mizmor LeDavid, page 20 in our Sidurim.
Mizmor LeDavid, Havu l'Adonai v'nei Elim, Havu l'Adonai kavod, Havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, Ishachavu l'Adonai be'adrat kodesh. Adonai al-Hamayim el ha-kavod hirim, Adonai Hamayim rabim, Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai be'hadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vayishaber Adonai et arzei Avanon. Vayakidem kemo heker Levanon Messiyon kemo ben re'evim Kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh Kol Adonai yachem midbar Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot Vayechasaf yeharot, Vechala kula, Omer kavod.
Adonai lama buyasha, Vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai ozlam oitein, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Friends, we are seated. Pages 21 and 22. Cantor Krasner continues with the singing of L'Chadodi. Friends, when we reach the final verse of L'Chadodi on page 22, tradition is, of course, to stand and face the back entrance of the back doors of the synagogue as we symbolically rise to greet the coming of Shabbat. Page 21.
L'Chadodi likra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. L'Chadodi likra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamar v'zachor ben diborecha ishmiyanu elam yuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemo tiferet v'elitila L'Chadodi likra kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lecho v'nelcha ki Mikora beracha merosh mikedem Nesucha sof v'maaseh V'achshava techila L'Chadodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Midash melech yemelucha kumitzei Mitov chachecha rav lach shevet Mi'emek abacha vehu yachamol Alayichem la L'Chadodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Itnarim me'afarku milivshi bigdei Tifatei hami al yad en ishai Beit halach mikarva el nafshi Ge'ala L'Chadodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekavela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, hivarech, kumi ori, uri, uri, shiraberi, kavod Adonai, alayich nigla, lecha dodi likra kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela. Lo devoshi velo tiklami ma tishtochachi u'ma tehemi bach yechesu ani ye'ami v'ni ibneta yirati la lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekavela Ve'ayilim shisa shosa yichirachaku Kol alayich yasis alayich Elohayich kimisos chata Al kala alecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekavela Yaminu smati frotzi v'yet Adonai taritzi al yadish v'partzi v'ni esmecha v'nagila lecha dodi likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela.
Please rise. Ovi v'shalom. Lecha dodi likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Friends, we are seated. Page 23. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat.
Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Tov lehodol Adonai. Uzamer Shimcha Elyon. Uzamer Shimcha Elyon. Le'agir baboker chastecha. Ve'emunatcha b'leilot. Alei asor, alei navel, alei gayon bechinor. Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat, tov lehodol Adonai. Uzamer shimcha elyon, uzamer shimcha elyon, uzamer shimcha elyon. Tzadikata ma'ifrach Yeres Avadan Iske Shetulim Beveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Seiba, the shading verananim, lehagin, yashadonai, suri velo, avatabo.
Top of 24.
Adonai malakeyot lavesh, lavesh Adonaios hitazar. Aftikon tevel baltimot, aftikon tevel baltimot. Nachon kisacha meyas, meyolamata. Nasiu nerot Adonai, nasiu nerot kolam yisu. נהרות ים, מקולות מים רבים, אדירים משמרי ים, אדיר במרום אדוני, אדיר במרום אדוני, עדותיך נאמנו מאוד, לביתך נבע קודש, עני ליארך ימים אדוני, ליארך ימים, מקולות מים רבים, אדירים משמרי ים, אדיר במרום אדוני, אדיר במרום אדוני, עדותיך נאמנו מאוד, לביתך נבע קודש, אדוני ליארך ימים.
Middle of page 24, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal, V'yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yolma Divarach Yerutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayachon, Uv'yomechon, Uv'chaye Dechol, Beit Yisrael, V'agalah, Uv'izman Koriv, V'imaru, Amen, Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mivarach, Leolam Ul-Omei Omaya, Yit Barach, V'yishtabach, V'yit Poar, V'yit Romam, V'yit Naseh, V'yit Hadar, V'yit Aleh, V'yit Halal, Shmei Dekudasha, Brichu, Le'ela, Min Kol, Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechemata, Da'amiran, Ba'olma, V'imaru, Amen. Yehei, Shlama, Rabbah, Min, Shemaya, V'chaim, Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imaru, Amen. Oseh, Shalom, V'mermav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imaru, Amen. Mr. Joel, please rise. At this point in our service, Cantor Krasner will lead us in the Mariv, the evening service. He leads us at this time with the Baruch.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam V'oed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam V'oed.
We are seated in the middle of 28.
Uma birya, uma bila ela, uma dieben yama bila ela, Adonai tzvot shema, elchai v'kayam, tamin, yimloch aleinu, le'olam v'oed, Baruch atah Adonai, hamari v'aravi.
Amen.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu B'shachveinu mekumeinu Nasiach b'chukecha ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם הבא כי הם חיינו ויורך ימינו ובהם יומם ולילה ואהבתך Atasir mimenu leolamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael.
Amen.
Shema
Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Adonai Elohechem emet. Amavir banav beg Yisrael mesov et wolfehem et sonehem mitamatipa ve'ovan gevorata shimecha ve'adol u'malchuta ve'ratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe bnei Yisrael lechanu shira Hemesimcha rabba v'yamru cholam Mi chamocha b'elim Adonai Mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot osefele Malchutecha rovanecha Bokeh ayam lifnei Moshe Zeili anovi amru
Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed.
V'nemar kifad Adonai et Yaakov Ugalam yachazach mimenu Baruch atah Adonai God Yisrael.
Page 33, we read together in the English. How about page 33? Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign to life. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. God, our coming out and going, grant us life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praise are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of his peace over us, over all his people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Ushmar tzeiteinu v'oeinu l'chaim u'l'shalom mi'ata v'ad olam ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha Baruch atah Adonai haporeis sukat shalom aleinu v'chol amo Yisrael v'Yerushalayim.
Amen. Friends, would you all please rise now? Page 34, the singing of Vishamru.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Ben Yovei b'nei Yisrael, Ati le'olam, Ati le'olam, V'shamru b'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, La'asot et ha-Shabbat, Le'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheisher yamim asa Adonai el hashamayim et haaretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam uvayomash v'shavat Vainafash, Shabbat, Vainafash, Shabbat, Vainafash, Veshamru, V'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, le'dorotam berit olam.
Friends, bottom 34, the Chatzi Kaddish is followed by the Silent Amida, pages 35 through 38 in the Hebrew or the English. An opportunity for a silent prayer.
Yikadal ve'ikadash shmei rabbah
Amen.
v'yamad yirakirotei v'yamnik malchotei v'chayechan v'yamechan u'chayrecha beit Yisrael Bagala, Bagala, Obizman Karim, Bimru, Amen. Yeshmei Rabba Mevarach, Yolam Olam Yamaya, Yiparach, Yiparach, Vishtabach, V'yitamam, V'yitnase, V'yitadar, V'yitale, V'yitala, Shmei Bericho, Leila Mikol Berchata, V'shirata, Tushmechata, V'nechamata, Damira Neyama, V'imru, Amen.
Silent Amidah, beginning on page 35. Friends, would you all please rise as our service continues now in the middle, on the top of page 47. Page 47, Vayechulu Hashemayim.
Vayechulu Hashemayim v'aretz v'chol tzevav Vayechal Elohim b'yom hashvi melat asher asa Vayishbot b'yom hashvi mikol melachto asher asa Vayivarech Elohim et yom hashvi Vayikadesh oto ki bo Shabbat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak V'elo Yaakov Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor V'Hara Elyon Konei Shamayim V'Haaretz Magen Avon Bidvaro
Mechayim Eitim V'Mamarom Ha'el HaKadosh She'ein Kamohu Meniach Yamo B'Yom Shabbat Kodsho Kivam Ratza Lehaniach Lahem Kivam Ratza Lehaniach Lahem Lefanav Navod B'Rava Fachad V'Notel Lishmo B'Chol Yom Tamid Me'ein HaBrachot El Adon Adon HaShalom Mekadesh HaShabbat Varech Shvi Umeyak B'Tusha Le'amidu She'oneg Zecher Mahasei Le'masei V'Reishit. Top of 48, the top paragraph on page 48. Let's read together in the English. Our God and God of our ancestors, find favor in our Shabbat rest. Instill in us the holiness of your mitzvot, and let your Torah be our portion. Fill our lives with your goodness, and gladden us with your triumph. Cleanse our hearts so that we might serve you faithfully. Lovingly and willingly, Adonai our God, grant that we inherit your holy Shabbat, so that the people Israel who hallow your name always find rest on this day. Praise are you, Adonai, who hallows the Shabbat.
Yikara v'yikarash me'rabah.
Amen.
Be'alma adirakirute v'alik malchute v'chayechon v'vechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael b'galav izman karim v'imeru amen.
Yehesh me'rabah v'vorach Yolama Yamaya Yitbarach
Barach v'yishabach v'yitpahar v'yitama v'naseh Yidavit levit halash me'nekunesh aberichu Leila minko birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechamata Damirane me'yama v'imru amen Tigabalet lo tarva'u Tehanachal Yisrael kodam avahon divishmaya V'yimeru amen Gehei Shalom Arab Amin Shemaya V'chayim Alayna V'kol Yisrael V'yimeru amen Oseh Shalom Yiramav Uyaseh Shalom
Oseh Shalom B'mirmav Uyaseh Shalom
Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael
Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael
V'yimru amen
Amen. We continue on page 51 with Aleinu.
Aleinu leshabeach
la'adon hakol
La'atei gedula liyotzeh breshit Shelo asanu k'goyei haratzo V'lo samanu k'mishpachot
Adama
Shelo sam chelkeinu kahem V'gohor aleinu k'chol hamonam V'anachnu korim משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
ונאמר והיה אדוני מלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא
יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Friends, the following yort sites will be observed during this coming week. Beverly Alpern, Jeffrey Fleischman, Mary Tepper, Ira Brown, Dr. Harry Feeder, Ruth Kaplan Green, Morris Neffer, Eva Kurland, Abraham Danziger, Garrett Emmanuel Davis, Eleanor Rosenman, Salo Eck, Sarabelle Levinson, Shirley Sternberg, Abraham Kahn, Lorraine Kornblatt, Ruth Lowenstein, Harold Luria, Louis Morgan, Beatrice Siegel, Richard Ziskind, and Romaine Rusk. As we pause for a moment, as we do each week in our congregation on Friday nights, think about our American military forces serving throughout the world, many of them in dangerous places, as we gather for Shabbat this evening. And I'm sure you're all following the developments throughout the world, but how many of you saw the announcement earlier today, that the 900 troops that we had in Syria turned out to be over 2,000? Troops have been there for many years. We don't often think about them, but it reminds us that every night, every day we gather, there are thousands of brave men and women in uniform serving throughout the world who are doing difficult work for all of us. So tonight, as we do every Friday night in our congregation, I want to think about our men and women in uniform, praying for their safety, praying for their welfare, praying for their victory, and their speedy return to all of us. And let us say together. Because we now invite you to turn to page 250 in your blue Siddurim, your blue prayer books. As tonight we join with Jewish communities throughout the world who every day are reciting Tehillim, Psalms, and hope and prayer for Israel's captured and missing. You've been hearing reports in the news that negotiations are progressing, and there may even be a breakthrough. Until that blessed day comes, we're going to continue to think about them, hold them in their hearts, and do what we can, which is offer Tehillim and prayers on their behalf. Responsively in the English, the 121st Psalm in the middle of 250. I lifted my eyes to the hills. What is the source of my help? God will not allow you to stumble. Your guardian will not slumber. Adonai is your guardian, your shelter at your side. The sun will not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. Adonai will guard your going out and your coming home now and forever. And let's all say together, Amen. From this point in our service, we'd like to invite all those in mourning and those observing Yortzeit. Please rise and say the words of the mourner's Kaddish with me. Page 249. Yit Gadal, V'yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'alma, Divarach, Hirutei, V'yamlich, Malchutei, V'chayechon, Uv'yomechon, Uv'chayei, Dechol, Beit Yisrael, V'agola, Uv'izman Koriv, V'imeru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mivorach La'olam Ul Omei Omaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpoar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Dekudisha Brichu La'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Da'amiran Ba'olma V'yimaru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimaru Amen. O Ses Shalom B'mamav Uya Ses Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimaru Amen. And would you all please be seated? Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome, everybody. We're glad to see you all here this evening for our Shabbat service. And for those who will be staying on for the Shabbat dinner, which we begin in just a couple of moments, we are glad to have you all with us, and we look forward to enjoying a wonderful Shabbat dinner and evening together tonight. And just a couple of brief announcements. Tomorrow morning, we are at 9:30 in the morning. We'll be celebrating the 70th anniversary of Bob Grodsky's bar mitzvah. And Bob and Barbara Grodsky are sponsoring the Kiddush luncheon tomorrow in honor of Bob's 70th bar mitzvah anniversary. I hope you'll all be on hand tomorrow to join us for services and to honor Bob on this great occasion in his life and in the life of our synagogue community. I hope that when you came into the synagogue today, you noticed on the left the bin filled with winter coats, our second annual David Shulman Memorial Winter Coat Drive taking place. I want to thank everybody who donated to the toy drive, which was wildly successful. And we had a ceremony last Sunday, many of you were there, where we gave the toys over to the Paramus Police Department to aid them in their tour drive as well. Please bring us, until the first week of January, new and gently used coats. Wonderful time to take advantage of all the sales that are going on, and so we continue to be a good force for good in our community and help those who need a little extra help during this winter season. I'm glad to see the bin overflowing, but we have room for all of them, so please help us out. We thank you in advance for all of your generosity and cooperation. I want to remind you that a week from Monday night, December 30th, the 6th night of Hanukkah, we're going to gather for the annual lighting of the synagogue Chanukiah, the rooftop Hanukkah menorah. It's always a wonderful event in the synagogue. We'll be outside for a few minutes to light the Chanukiah outside, come in the building for lighting the traditional Chanukiah, singing and refreshments and latkes for all. That'll be at 6:45 a week from on Monday night, December 30th. 2 nights earlier, on Saturday night, December 28th at 6:30 p.m., I will be leading the annual lighting of the Hanukkah menorah, Chanukiah, at Van Swan Park, an event sponsored by the county executive and the Board of Commissioners, which old-timers used to refer to as the Board of Chosen Freeholders, but they've had an upgrade. That'll be at the Winter Wonderland Festival. If you're having trouble finding the Chanukiah, just look for the Christmas tree. It's on the left. This is, I believe, the 10th or 11th year in a row that I am leading the Hanukkah lighting. It's a nice event. County executive and some of the freeholders will be there. Rabbi Jerry Shore from Teaneck will be leading us in music and singing, as he did last year as well. We want to invite you to come out and participate in the lighting of the Chanukiah at the Winter Wonderland at Van Swan Park. Again, that's 6:30, Saturday night, the 28th. I want to take this opportunity to, once again, welcome you all, to especially those who are new to the congregation, those who are joining us from the Hebrew School community. We're very glad to have you with us tonight. At the conclusion of our final prayer of Adon Olam tonight, we're going to make our way through the back double doors. We'll ask you all to please find seats. If you have any trouble finding seats, One of the members of the dinner committee or the religious committee will help you find seats, and we will begin the Shabbat dinner program. If I can just beg your indulgence for one more moment, I want to take this opportunity to thank the very special people who worked really hard on the Shabbat dinner. We appreciate them. I want to thank, in no apparent order, Beth Chnani, Elise Esrig and Joe Esrig, Mimi Levin, Herman Lindenbaum, Amy Tebenkin, Ruth Smith, and our longtime synagogue custodian, Gala Mariscal. I'd like to especially thank Rich and Sandy Alpern, who are generous co-sponsors of the Shabbat dinner tonight in honor of their upcoming wedding anniversary, which will be celebrated next Shabbat. Mazel tov to you, and many happy returns. We thank you for sponsoring the Shabbat dinner this evening. So friends, we're going to conclude our service this evening with the singing of the Don Olam. Again, at the conclusion of our final prayer tonight, again, we're going to ask you to please make your way into the social hall behind us, and we will soon begin the Shabbat dinner program. We're glad you're all with us tonight. Shabbat Shalom. Page 187.
Adon Olam Hashem Allah B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra Li'ed Asa B'chetzo Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Yacharei Kichlot Kol Levado Yilov Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Ove V'hu Yeh B'tifara V'hu Echad V'yein Sheni Le'am Shilo Le'am Bihira B'li Reshi B'li Tachlit V'lo Ha'oz V'ham Yisra V'hu Eli V'chai Go'ali V'tzor Chavli B'yetzara V'unisi Amanosli V'nat Kosi V'yom Ekra V'yada Afkid Ruchi V'yet Isha V'yahira V'yim Ruchi Geviyati Adonai Li V'lo Ira.
Shabbat Shalom and welcome everybody. Please make your way into the social hall at this time.